Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build video. If you are new here, my name is Chloe/Nova and I do various Sims content, and mostly I have been building and doing the 100 baby challenge on a live stream. So if you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to subscribe to my cute channel and turn on the notification bell if you want to know when I'm going live or posting a video. And yeah, trust the process because it looks so bad for now, but at the end it's gonna look amazing, and you have already seen that on the thumbnail. But let's pretend that you don't know what's going on, okay? Well, now I'm just gonna start talking about the build, and then I wanted to do a Q&A for this video. And yeah, I posted ask me a question on all of my social media, and the only people who asked are my friends, so let's pretend that I got so many questions. Okay, let's just continue and keep on watching. So I built this house in San Myshuno in the Spice Market neighborhood, and it's costing 135k simoleons, and I used probably more kits or more packs than the usual. Maybe I would say I used Get Famous, Dream Home Decorator, Home Chef Hustle, Riviera Retreat Kit, Modern Locks, and Everyday Clutter Kit. I think there's still few, but sometimes I can feel like I can use less than that. And I also added some lot traits, which is Celebrity Home, Private Dwelling, and Sunny Aspect. And yes, I do have like a background story about this lot. Not a story, like something about this build. So I made this build as a celebrity home because I was like, this sim is really famous for their interior design, I would say, and that's why I used so many items from the Dream Home Decorator stuff. I didn't use the table like where they design stuff, but because we do have limited space. But this is what I was thinking about, like this is a very famous person who always designs stuff for celebrities, and this is where they live. And I think it's very fancy, even though it's really tiny. But in places like big cities, things such that build, I would say it's costing millions. So this is what I'm thinking about, even though it's 135k, but let's pretend that it's more than that. So yeah, this is what I wanted to say about the build, and now I'm just gonna post the questions and I'm going to answer them, and I hope that 14 minutes or 10 minutes is enough. And let's start with question number 1, which is, what's your most favorite thing about Sims and why? I really like Sims that you get to do various things, like to create a sim and to build something and create a story, and you get to show your creativity in different ways. But if you're gonna ask me why do I like Sims, I would say that you get to be yourself without being judged. Like nobody is gonna judge you, not even Nancy Landgrab, not even Don Lothario. Vlad is not even going to judge you, so that's why I love Sims. And most of the time the community is very supportive and very amazing, and that's what I love about Sims. And now we're gonna move to question number 2, which is, what do you consider to be your favorite build style? Oh, building style in The Sims 4. But before I answer this question, I just want to give a shout out to Velvet Bee. She has an amazing channel and she does amazing shell challenges. So if you want to participate in one of them, just make sure to subscribe to her channel, and I'll leave her link down below if you want to. And I'm just gonna answer the question. So if you have asked me the same question a year and something ago, I would say cottages, but for like the past 2 months, I would say modern houses, which I usually say I don't like to build modern houses because they're kind of hard, and I just don't sometimes get the way you have to do the roofing and everything. But yeah, it has been like the modern houses, and I don't know what they're called, but the Southeast Asian style houses. I think that I really love to do these houses or this style of houses. So yeah, this is my answer to this question. Now we're just gonna go to another question. So Black Rose has several questions, and before I start answering them, please make sure to subscribe to her amazing YouTube channel. She has a goal of reaching to 500 subs, so please make sure to subscribe to her channel. And the first question is, what made you change your name? So I started with X_Chloe98 on simply everything between IG, Twitter, YouTube. And then I suddenly was like, okay, I'm just gonna switch to X_Nova98. And the reason why, it's because I wanted to switch to my real name instead of my fake name. But then I realized that everyone knows me for X_Chloe. So before I changed my YouTube and everything, I changed first my IG and my Twitter. Okay, the other question is, are you switching to Bluesky permanently? And the answer is no. I'm just gonna keep on using all the platforms equally, I would say. I'm just lying. I know that I use IG more, but yeah, this is my answer. And the other one is, are you on TikTok? If so, what will you do if TikTok is banned? I don't do TikTok for Sims, to be honest. I do have my personal account that I just post the most random things plus Sims, but I don't have like a TikTok with X_Chloe. I don't know if I should do that. And about the TikTok ban, it's not going to be banned where I live. It's still working. And I know for some reason, some people mistake me for living in the USA, but no, I don't live there. I live in somewhere that's completely very far away from the US. But yeah, I don't know why so many people are like, are you from the US? I think even my accent is like very broken. Like you can feel like I'm not English speaker. So yeah. And the other question is, what are your hobbies outside of YouTube? I actually like to do simple graphic designing, as well as I like to do coloring. And there's something that I feel it's kind of odd, which I like to collect old stuff, like coins, like old magazines, things about aviation. I do have weird things in, my inventory, I would say. So yeah. And the last question is, who is your favorite townie? Would you do rankings of townies? Ooh, I have never thought about that. Maybe I should do that. And my favorite townie is Bella Goth. And maybe if she came from space to me, we will get married, I think. And Kiyoshi Ito. Like, even if he came from space all the way to my room, we're gonna get married. So yeah, these are my two favorite townies. Another question is, which type of videos do you enjoy making the most? I would say building videos, because I know it takes a very, very long time to do a building video. Like maybe you're gonna see it as it's taking short time, but actually it takes more time than when you do a legacy episode. So yeah, I enjoy really making building videos. Another question, which is, where do you get the inspiration for your builds? Most of the time, like 90% of the time, I do look at Pinterest and search for inspirations. And sometimes I just make builds like from my own head. I don't know how to say it. Like I use my own creativity, maybe I would say. I don't know if they are really creative, but there we go. So another question says, what would you say is your favorite aesthetic in The Sims? And if we're going to talk about cast wise, I either make a grunge sim or a pastel sim. There is no in the middle. And if you're gonna talk about build and gameplay wise, I'm just open to everything. But yeah, in cast, I either make a very cute sim or a sim full with tattoos and piercings and then has like dark outfits. So this is, I would say, my answer to this question. But gameplay wise, I'm really, really open to anything. And I don't have a specific aesthetic. If you're gonna see my builds, I do sometimes build them to play with them, so that's why I don't have a specific style, I would say. And another question says, if you had the chance to change something about The Sims, what would it be? Before I start, I'm making a shout out to my friend. She's my in real life friend, and she makes YouTube live streams. Oh no, I mean Twitch live streams. So yeah, a big shout out to you. And if I had to change one thing about Sims is I wanted to be having an open world and then maybe multiplayer so that I can play with my friends at the same time. That would be really fun. Otherwise, I really don't have anything to add for Sims. I think it's really perfect and I love it the way it is. Or there's something. I wish that it had less bugs, but otherwise I'm really happy about The Sims. Another question by my real life friend, which is, what's your favorite challenge in this Sims 4? I would say it's not so very. First of all, it's the first challenge that I tried in The Sims 4. And the second thing is, it's the first challenge that I finished completely. So yeah, it's my favorite. And I tried so many challenges and I still love Not So Berry so much. And the last question is, or questions, is who inspires you to do Sims content? I actually started doing YouTube because of how much did I love Claire Siobhan. She was really my comfort simmer along with others, and I really loved the way she was telling stories, the way she was making Sims. So I really loved the way she was creating the content and how I was feeling so happy whenever I watch her. So yeah, I would say Claire Siobhan. And then the other question is Cass or Build. At some point I liked Cass more than building, but now it's definitely building. And the very last question is, when did you start playing Sims? Okay, so there is a bit of a story behind that, and I hope that the time is enough for that. So I started playing back in 26/27, I'm not really sure, but it was back when I had a PlayStation 2 and I was playing The Sims 2 Pets. I don't know if you have ever came across this game. It's very different than The Sims 2 on console. Oh, I mean on PC. So yeah, I was playing this game along with The Sims Castaway. I think this is, what is it called? And The Sims 1 on PS2. Yes, I had a copy of it and I was playing all of those, but mostly I was playing The Sims 2. And yeah, I would say this is when I start playing Sims, and I was waiting for the summer vacation just to play Sims. And I know if I played in not like the summer vacation or vacation overall, I would just stick to my console and I would not do my homeworks and other things. So that's why I was just playing Sims in summer vacation. And then I remember back in 29, The Sims 3 came out and I was really happy to shift from this Sims 2 Pets to Sims 3, but this time I was playing it with Xbox 360. I think this is what it was called. And I was really happy to play with Sims 3, and I think I played Sims 3 from 2009 up until maybe 2016. Yes, I played it for such a long time. Even when I had Sims 4, I was still playing Sims 3. And yeah, I was a console player. Even for Sims 4, I started with console. So I have just shifted, to PC in 2020. And yeah, even though it has been 5 years, but I consider myself the first thing as being a console player. So yeah, this is all the questions that I had for my video. So thank you so much everyone for watching this speed build, and I really hope that you liked it. And I will post at the end result the inspiration photo along with this photo so that you can see where did I get the inspiration from. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna see you in another video. Bye.